welcome to another episode of Cool Room Tours. And in today's episode, we're looking at the Immortal John Hancock, as he always keeps telling us, Immortal. This man is a very, very warm-hearted and passionate man. You can see he has a large collection of videos behind him, and he does collect a lot, and he does like to keep them stored well. I believe they're in his basement as well, which he has had some recent problems with, leakages and whatnot. One of the hazards of keeping in a basement. But what he does enjoy doing is collecting full sets of things. So he goes on to show us that, he has a full set of this and a full set of that, and he's after the boxed versions of a full set. Now, to me, I haven't seen every single video on his channel, but I don't see him playing many games. He does showcase a lot of games and does sort of like game reviews. And he does talk about games he's played, but I've not seen many videos on his channel where he's played, like you can actually see him playing the video games. As you can see, he loves to collect decent quality versions of them. Oh, hello, there's a Vectrix there. That's a cool item, which he has got very many good items like consoles and just cool pieces of game history in his I'm going to call this a museum, right? Because it is kind of like a museum. Everything is on the wall, displayed there. I think they are, looks like NES games, but he displays them very nicely, They're very sort of video-friendly displays, They look good on camera. And he goes through each area of this room in great detail. It's like if you watch some of his videos, which I really recommend heading over. He is a great guy. I really recommend heading over. But if you watch these videos, it's always in the same angle. He goes, "Hello, the Immortal John Hancock," and then he'll talk. But the angle that he's shooting at is always generally the same, and it's off to the side, to facing his video games on the wall with the shelves, and it's always sort of at an angle. And that's all we ever usually see. So it is quite nice in this video, and this is his most recent video tour. It is nice to see. This was filmed last year, 2018, so this is his most recent. And look, there he goes, full Super Nintendo Entertainment System sets, all boxed, all looking lovely. He's put sealed covers on them as well to protect them. And yeah, he also gives tips as well on looking out for boxed games, and he gives tips on how to care for the cartridges, and I enjoy them videos. I have learned a lot. But another thing he does say is he makes like a disclaimer almost, and see them brown boxes there? Their boxes, they're not original boxes. He's bought them. They're just packing boxes, and inside, we take his word for it, are the cartridges for the Neo Geo, and famously the Neo Geo cartridges are huge. But he's not got the boxes for them, so he's kind of made the end labels and put them boxes up himself, which is okay, and he's told us about it, so he's very transparent. He is not one of those who likes to do sneaky things. He is very transparent guy. I really highly recommend watching his videos, although he does have a Patreon account. Okay, he does have a Patreon account, and he does link that at the end of some videos. I don't think he did it at the end of this one, but he does link it at the end of some videos where you can just literally click on it and it'll take you to his Patreon account. And where it's like if you sign up for $1 a month, you can ask him questions and he'll answer them, which questionable. If you sign up for $3 a month, there's benefits, and there's $5, $10, and $40. And to me, having a Patreon account where you're asking your fans to do things, which, to be honest, you should be doing for free anyway. Like, people ask you a question, you're going, well, actually, you got to pay for that. I'm afraid. If you want the answer, mate, you're going to have to pay. And it's like, what? I'm sorry. I mean, imagine if I went up to Tom Cruise, for instance, just use a star that everybody knows, and I said, "Hey, Tom, how you doing? I love the film, mate. Can I have your autograph?" And Tom goes, "Yeah, that'll be $10, please." What? Excuse me? It's like fans would be shocked, you know. It's like, are we at a Comic Con? Am I having to pay 20 quid for a photograph with an autograph here? You know, to me, I don't know. To me, that's just a bit cringy when, you know, to ask questions. You know, it's like if I asked a question on his YouTube channel, would he answer it, or would he go, "Well, head over to Patreon and I'll answer your question"? I don't know. Anyway, I digress a little bit. Oh, hello, laser discs. Pretty cool. Hey, I do like the fact that he's organized the shelvings and stacked them up really nice and neatly. You know, all the Wii games there, and we saw all the other cartridge games. My gosh. My gosh, look, all them games now are in them boxes, so they're not being displayed, you know. So what we see on the shelves is pretty much only half of what he's actually got. And this is where I feel the other issue comes into for me, is look at all this. These are all his other part of the game room that you don't usually see. And he's like collecting rather than buying to play. Like, all the video consoles that I purchase are all consoles I play. I don't get a console that I'm not going to play, okay? Because, well, what's the point? Like, are you a collector and trying to collect every single video game in history? Or are you an enjoyment, or are you like a person who enjoys playing the video games and you want to play every video game in history? You know, for me, I'm a game player. I want to play the games, and I love playing the games. But I'm getting the feeling that John Hancock is more of a collector and more of a hoarder. Now, this video goes on for like 12 minutes, so it's not a very long video. It's probably the right amount of time, and it's a very enjoyable video, and I do recommend you go and check out the entire video because it is really good. But I had to cut it here around the 10-minute mark just because I've kind of run out of things to say. You know, he's a very nice man, and I'd just be literally sitting here watching as he goes through his game room. And I recommend that you go and check out the entire video yourself, okay? And watching this video, watching John Hancock, he is a lovely bloke, really lovely. But he also reminds me of someone else, and I can't put my finger on it. Maybe you can help me out.
Such a relief to have my game room in better shape. And now I can do many more videos of obscure games and consoles because I can find them. And it's organized. And I just want to thank people for continuing to tune in to my channel as I march towards 70,000 subs.
Anyway, there we go. That's John Hancock. Lovely fella. I enjoyed the videos, John Hancock. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.